What's going on, guys? Carter here with Edged Mindset. Got a little bit of a different video for you today. This one's going to be a little slower. So maybe pause this video, go get yourself some popcorn, get a drink, put on some smooth jazz or some death metal, whatever you're into. Sit back and hang out if you want. If not, you can skip, go watch something else. We're going to be taking apart this Chavez 228. This is an American-made knife that has been modified, presumably by Steve Campbell. When I got it, the detent was a little bit weak for my liking, and I've got a little bit of lock slip, meaning if I put force on here, I can feel this lock bar starting to move in and out. Now, I suspect the reason for that, aside from having not enough tension on this lock bar, is that the lock face may have potentially been carbonized when this thing was customized. It can make that lock face a little slick, and it doesn't want to grab as well as maybe it should. So what I'm hoping is I can add a little bit more lock tension on here and solve both problems, right? Add a little more detent to this baby, and then also make that lock a little more secure. And I want to see what's going on inside. I want to see if there's a silicone carbide detent ball or whatever the case may be. So it looks like this takes, I wonder what side I should do. Let's try this one. So it's a T9 on the pivot here. Cool. No Loctite. We're off to a good start. I was really expecting to run into issues with that and have to abandon this video because I couldn't get the pivot out or the screws out. So we are off to the races. This is coming apart just like the Chinese-made 229s. So it looks like it's a very similar construction, how it has two screws down here that go all the way through and screw into the other side. Okay, never mind. It doesn't go all the way through to the other side. These are screwing right into that back spacer there. Oh, it already popped out. Okay, so let's lift this off. This is almost too easy. A little bit, ooh, running on bearings. That was my other question. I wasn't sure if this was running on bearings. It felt like it, but I didn't know if the Chavez American made was actually running on bearings or not. So you can see the inside here, just been bronzed. You can see my full video on here to kind of get my opinion on it and what all was done to this knife. We are going to lube this up. Let's take a look here. Okay, that does look like a silicone carbide ball. And it does, oh, is that carbonized? I don't think so. I don't think that's carbonized at all. It looks like it's just got normal wear on the corner there. And then it's got just a little bit of a texturing from the laser cutting or water jet cutting, whatever was used. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think that's carbonized. So cool. That was much easier than I expected, and it's much cleaner than I expected. I thought it was going to be full of gunk and we'd be doing a big cleaning video. So what I'm thinking, so we're hitting almost to this peak right here. So I like to visually take a look at where I'm at. So if I take this corner right here and then I kind of run it down, we're kind of hitting right in the middle of this lip here. And so I'm going to want to move this over just like that. I don't want to go too crazy. So we've added just a little bit. Now let's see how that works. So let's go ahead and get some lube in here just for fun. We've got it apart. It doesn't really need it. It's running on bearings. It seems to be going super smooth. Ooh, does it have... There's another question for you. It doesn't look like it has steel inserts. So these bearings are running right on the titanium. You can see how it's kind of worn a little channel in there. I've done some digging on that to see if that causes any sort of issue. I haven't really found any definitive evidence that that's not necessarily a good thing. My heart wants to say that I strongly prefer it to run on metal races rather than directly on titanium. Just seems like eventually it's going to wear too big of a channel in and it's not going to be good. However, I can't actually find any evidence that that's the case or anybody that claims any issues by doing that. And I know a lot of custom makers still do that, and a lot of older designs were set up that way. So, yeah, I don't know. If anybody does know, let me know. Let's put the closed stop pin. So it's got two stop pins, one for the open position, one for the closed position. Kind of the closed one's in that kind of awkward spot type thing, but not a big deal. Okay, let's get... Sorry, I had a truck going by. Man, freaking loud trucks. Summertime, windows open. I love to feel that breeze, baby. So I'm not going to close it. Am I even using the right size? Is this the T9 or am I running the T8 here? That might be the T8. Felt a little... Nope, that was the T9. My bad. Okay, what do we got? Centered. And we're fixed. Yep, we are 100% fixed. There is no more blade slip at all. I can feel that extra tension. Detent's stronger now. See, I can't even pop it down. I think I might want to actually loosen this up just a touch. Oh man, that's smooth. The only reason the reverse flick isn't working too well is because I'm wearing these stupid gloves. But if it wasn't for that, we'd be good to go. Man, that was way faster and simpler than I was expecting. Usually it doesn't go. I'll be honest with you. I have attempted to make videos like this a bunch of different times. And most of them get scrapped because I run into issues or I mess something up. And I end up shutting off the video because I'm like, what is going on? Or I lose parts and I have to dig around for them. And I'm just so frustrated and angry that I give up. Let's make sure these are all tightened while we've got stuff out here. Woo! Cool. This is like my new favorite knife. I did just get it. So the only thing that I should have done that I didn't do is I should have put a little drop of lube on that detent ball. Would have been much better to do it when it was opened. That way I wouldn't have as much risk of it getting onto the lock face, which isn't good. Another truck going by. I just can't win today. Everybody wants to drive their Power Stroke diesels around the neighborhood for some reason. A lot of yard work going on. So there it is. Really, really cool. Absolutely love this thing. Couldn't be happier with it. Man, this is one of the ones, man, you know, this isn't the time or place, but these are the things that keep me going with knife collecting, owning, and doing videos. Like, I will start to get a little bit jaded. Maybe I get some duds when I buy some knives. Maybe I get a little swindled. You know, people sell things that aren't in the condition they say they're in. Or maybe I just make poor decisions where I buy something and I pay more than I should have. Or maybe I just get too many of the same thing and then they just stop being interesting. And right when I'm about to kind of say, I don't know if I want to keep doing this knife collecting thing, I'll get some awesome piece like this that really just ignites it again. And this is that piece. This thing is really, really cool. And now that I've got this lock dialed in and this action dialed in, money, straight money. All right, guys, if you stayed for this whole thing, I applaud you. You're awesome. I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Catch you later.